All right. Now we finished with the variety segment for today. We are going to be switching over to Raft. I have played Raft a number of times before and on the channel before. That said, I think early on we got to what was complete for the game at that time, but that was multiple versions ago. So I haven't played through it since the story's done. Now I have had some of that story stuff spoiled to me. I'm not going to remember the solution to the puzzles. It's been too long and I played too many games. But with that said, for those unfamiliar with Raft, it's a pretty straightforward game. You are on a little raft in the middle of the ocean. You collect debris and junk to make your raft bigger, and then you use that to build stuff to support you and keep you alive. And then you go from there to stopping at various islands and all that to get more stuff to make your raft bigger to be able to make better things. And during it, you start building up the story of why the planet's just this giant ocean or whatever. So like always, even though I have played this on channel before, I'm still going to go into the settings and see what accessibility settings they are, because we do try and promote accessibility here. And we're just going to look in this and see what we got. They do have GDRP data compliance information. They have the motion sickness mode, which I believe what it does instead of the boat going like this, it just kind of goes up and down, if I remember correctly. It was one of those things that, like, the motion sickness mode, it's like, okay, if you have motion sickness problems, you're still probably going to get motion sick. But it does make it not as bad, unless it's changed. I'll turn that on. I don't think it'll make that big of a difference. I do recall that it does respect my keyboard layout, so this is Dvorak. So good on them for not locking us all into QWERTY. The days of implementing using that method is not here anymore. Not seeing anything like motion blur or anything like that. Cool. That audio might... Notebook volume? I must not have liked the notebook the last time because I turned that down to nothing. Oh, right. There is music in this game, so we can go ahead and use its music for a bit. Time between music, none. We can change that if it gets repetitive. Alright, so with all that, no real big complaints on that. I already remember from the last time I played that the one big accessibility thing is motion sickness stuff. It is a raft bouncing up and down on water. I understand thematically it'd be really weird to be on this like perfectly smooth glass water. I don't know what the solution to be with that where it doesn't like really make it feel weird. Maybe it is you just allow people to have like the smooth glass, perfectly even water if they want it. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it on normal. Because that's fine. I don't need to like do stuff super sweaty and all that. I'm going to turn nobody can join. If people wanted to play with this, I'd want to talk with them first and all that. Okay, so we're gonna create our world. I'm surprised I had music on the front screen if I had music turned on. I'll check my volume settings here in a minute. Okay, so let's check our volume setting. So I have music's at 50. Supposed to be no time between. Are you set on the right sound setting? Is that our problem? Give me a moment, chat. Raft. You are set on the wrong thing. Don't be loud. Alright, so I have to reload the game. I do apologize about that. That is streamer configuration. Oh, you know what that is? That's because I uninstalled Raft to make room on my hard drive, and when we reinstalled it, it just forgot where it's supposed to be. So that's on me. So we should be good here. I'm going to just kill the system audio for half a second till we get to the title screen to make sure I'm not going to blast your ears out. And it'll get switched over. Ooh, you loud. Okay. Alright, so we'll try that. And we'll just do New World right again. It's fine. Stream 2. It's quiet for the moment, Luxray. Oh, I mean, you might have been mentioning that from the delay. Let's see. I actually want to ask you earlier, Do you have to change keyboard layout to QWERTY when you play some games? Yeah. So it's not a big thing. Stream to Electric Boogaloo. Like, we'll see if it'll actually show. Let me turn on display capture. Here, I'll hit Windows. So if you see down here on the right, where it has a little... am I covering that? No. Where it has a little ENGDV, if I hit Windows spacebar, now it says ENGUS. That's it switching between Dvorak, and then US is just QWERTY. So it's literally just Windows key space. Is all it takes. And that's any keyboard layout you install. So if for example, you're Spanish speaking and English speaking, you can just Windows space to like the Asserti, I believe is the Spanish keyboard layout. Center taskbar icons. It's fine. Honestly, what I used to do is I used to have my start menu on the far left side of the screen, vertical, because I could fit more applications and actually see what the name of the applications were or what was in my browser tab. But there just ended up being more and more stuff that became pain points of that I finally stopped doing it. Alright. So this is Raft. So at the beginning it's pretty straightforward. You throw your little hook. You bring stuff back. I need to adjust that mouse sensitivity. Okay. Alright, I can't possibly reach that far. But as you can see, the raft is just kind of drifting. I have no control over it, so it's just whatever gets in range of my hook. I can jump in the water and swim out to stuff. And that's good for stuff that's like the barrels that have like lots of goodies in it and that kind of stuff. It's worth doing. For like random pieces of material, it's not great. Hey, Cookie, thank you so much for the raid. If you give me just a moment, I'll go ahead and get you a shout out. The shout out for Cookie, who is a fantastic content creator, a lot of fun. Been playing some RimWorld from the looks of it. I think I saw you playing RimWorld the other day. Could be wrong. But yeah, it was absolutely fantastic and all that. So thank you so much for that raid, and welcome in, Raiders. I am Rual Storge. I do play a variety of games here on Twitch. I am most known for my exploits in Project Zomboid, where I used to hold the world record for the highest kill count run ever streamed at 135,121 zombies killed and one character, one life, hard in apocalypse settings without mods to change itemization or vehicles. That record has been beaten. But that said, I do play a variety of games, and today has been especially a variety day that we were going through a bunch of demos in that have come out with the Steam or Summer Next Fest. So we played a bunch of different games. Two that were good, and one that was a very strong miss. Which happens. Honestly, when you do the demo days, you usually have about 50-50 or somewhere abouts. And then once we got through doing a couple of that, we are starting a brand new run of Raft, because I haven't played Raft since they finally finished the campaign, and people have been asking me to play it. So if any of that sounds good, don't forget to drop file that we can find our way back in the future. And you caught us like literally right at the beginning. So far, I have picked up 3 pieces of wood and 2 leaves. That is our that's not enough. That is our progress so far. Like, we just started. But yeah, so we're gonna pick up a bunch of junk. And there is our good Sharky Shark friend who is going to attack a raft and generally be a nuisance, and I will stab him in the face quite regularly. Oh, really? That's fine. Yeah, so we're just collecting all the things. Bruce, how I missed you. In the game, his official name is Bruce. You find stuff. There's Bruce. Hi, Bruce. Are you gonna be a jerk who needs to be stabbed in the face? I already know the answer is yes. See if I can get that barrel. It's pretty far out there. I think we'll get that one. Alright, let me just get a couple more things. Alright. Was it tab? It was tab. Alright, so... I need the hammer, so I need rope. I was trying to go out of my way to get the barrels if I can, because those give you a lot of good stuff. So I need rope, so you can go to parts and say, yes, 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 rope, rope, rope. Tools. That's the hammer. Move the hammer to a better spot. Don't you do it, buddy. I will stab you. I mean, not yet. I'm physically incapable of stabbing you right now. But later, I will stab you. Alright. And the raft gets a little bigger. And so one of the early investments I want to do is put nets on the raft. Because where I'm having to like grab all these myself, and it's very laborious, the nets will grab stuff as they go by. And there isn't really a point in the game where you don't need like all the wood you can find and that kind of thing. Alright, so you need more plastic. And you see, we are approaching our first island over here. Oh, and everything you have wears out. So, like this hook I'm throwing in the water, if you look at the bar on the bottom, you'll actually see it's got kind of a life bar on the bottom. The good news is you can't really get yourself in a situation where you can't progress or anything like that. You just have to go pick up more wood or plastic or scrap or whatever you need. So is this like an ecosystem of cleaning up the ocean? Oh no, you're just trying to survive. It is a survival game that you're just on this little raft. I hate you, Bruce. I would hurt you if I had a weapon to hurt you with. Instead, I'm going to stare angrily into your eyes. That's right, we showed him. Bruce T. Finns. That's right, use your whole names. I actually don't think he has a full name, but we're going to go with it. We're gonna give him the disappointed mother stare. Alright. So we gotta be quick because our raft doesn't stop. I don't care about the flowers. I want the melon of the water. I don't want the flowers. You're just flowers in this. Ah, there we go. The watermelon. That's what we wanted. Alright, there goes our raft. It's not slowing down, so we don't... Our time here is done. Olé! Oh, nope. Didn't quite pull it off. It's just a shark bite. It never hurt anyone. Alright, so the next thing to do is to figure out... So this is all that kind of stuff. Alright. So if I make another rope, I can make an axe. So now I can chop down trees. I do not have nearly enough plants for all that. Excellent. We now have a nice, comfortable place we could sleep right along the edge. That way, you know, as we sleep and Bruce decides he wants to take a little nommy-nom, our head is perfectly appropriately placed for him to bite us in the face. Alright. So let's try and get our spear so we can start stabbing Bruce anytime he shows up. Because you poke him enough in the face, he leaves you alone for a little while. This broke my hook. Oh, right. I need to get all of this going, and I need to get going yesterday. That's right. Those are really important. Yeah, so I need to get some more leaves and plastic and all that for my little cup. So I could start processing salt water into potable water, because I do have to drink water and eat food and do these things to survive. I don't know why. So some hidden controls are getting back to you. I believe you press comma, you'll get third person. Yeah, it's it'll be a different control for me, but yeah. All right. So we have a simple purifier. So let's put this on our menu here. In the middle of the raft, so Bruce has to work for it. So I have to put a bunch of those down there. Okay, and so with the simple purifier, now I need a cup of water. So now I go fill with salt water. And then I put it there. And then it boils it to make it safe. The theory being that it boils, it catches the humidity there, or the vapor there, and it goes back in. That's not big enough scale-wise to work in real life. You need a way to make sure you keep that vapor in that area. So you can use that process, but the way it's presented here would be non-viable. It's video game. Could do video game things. Don't you do it, Bruce. Alright. So we've got that. We've got our grill. And that way, once they start going after... You're a jerk, Bruce. There we go. Okay, so now I can take this, I can get this, sippy sip my water, put the next one in. And later on you can put metal bars around the outside of your raft, and I believe with the metal bars Bruce can no longer damage it. But they're kind of high investment kind of things. It's much later in the game. Alright, so let's go ahead... Oh, I still need more plastic. Once I get the more plastic, I'm going to try and expand the raft large enough that I can, not have to worry about stuff biting in me in the head in my sleep. Or too wide from this island to do anything meaningful. Okay. Yeah, and as I mentioned before, the sorry, the words. I mean, yes, I wanted to eat, but not. I'd rather have cooked it first. It's fine. Do you have the motion sickness thing turned on? I believe it is. Yes. So it does look like they made it better. It used to be the motion sickness thing. It would still, like, the raft would stay level, but the water would still pop up and down. It looks like they did make it so the water would stop popping up and down. So I think this is probably actually motion sickness safe for most people now. You know, other than people that have problems with first person in general. But, like, before, those waves got legit. And that's the reason why it's on for this, is I do have a lot of people who do tune in who get simulation sickness, which is a form of a form of motion sickness. So I obviously don't want to make my viewers motion sick. You know, it's kind of not great if the people who tune into your stream are not doing too well. Hey, we're in the water. Oh yeah, during the storms, the waves got real rough. Okay. So... I keep hitting the wrong button and eating my raw potatoes. It's fine. Just like real life. Okay, so... we've got all that going. Where is... I bet you it needs a research bench. So I need more planks of that. Not well, I was too early. Because I want to get the nets going as early as possible, because it just makes your life so much easier doing it that way. But I think I need the research bench to do that. Oh, it also looks like you got a, No. Bad shark. Alright. I can now research the antenna. Alright, I don't remember crates being in the game. Oh! Crates are really nice. Oh, I remember this now. That's right. You put like the leaves here, and it's like research, and then it unlocks a bunch of new stuff you could research using the leaves, and then you do the same with planks. You go research, and now it's a bunch of stuff with planks and rope, and you research. And rocks, and you research, and you scrap, and you research, and you plastic, and you research, and then you hit learn a whole bunch of times, and you get a bunch of new stuff. Alright, so we need to go here. And I will need to go to parts and make a nail. And we'll use the nail and we'll research. Okay, so now I can actually make the nets. That's what I want to make. So I need a bunch of planks. Didn't I have a bunch of planks? Where'd my planks go? I had like 12 of them. It's fine. We'll deal with it. Where did my hook go? What? Olé! Must have accidentally thrown the hook. Hey, dolphins. I don't remember you being this game, but cool. First net is up. Does Bruce eat the dolphins? Doubtful. I'd much rather the dolphins go and thrash Bruce and like scare him off from time to time. Yeah, so first thing I'm trying to do right now is get as many of, like, not as many, get enough of these nets in the back of our raft here so that I could pick up stuff without having to sit here and manually hook it the whole time. Alright, let's grab our gun. Fine, you can have it. I can't do anything about it anyways, Bruce. A lot of work in that, man. All I have to do is have those not be the outside edge of the raft, and we won't have to worry about that anymore. It wouldn't be so bad, but those nets are expensive resource-wise. So here's one thing I do. There. Because Bruce only ever attacks the outside edges of stuff. Need just a little bit more. We are starting to get pretty hungry. I mean, I caught it the first time and actually commented, Strider, that, yeah, dolphins actually, you know, they are known to attack sharks and all that kind of stuff. It is a thing they do. They go and bully. Alright, I can put this here and say, you've already researched that, so get out of my life forever. I wasn't sure I had it. Yeah, there is a permadeath mode, I believe. Like, we're doing this with the intent of checking out the story that I haven't seen yet, so we won't be doing permadeath. Granted, I do my fair share of permadeath stuff in games. Alright, and later on I'll be able to grow trees and all that. I need to get my spear going, that way I can start dealing with Bruce. Okay. Also, soon enough, we'll want to get a mast, because with a mast that I can start actually directing the raft, so it's not just drifting where it drifts. Back off, Bruce. No one wants it. So then, instead of costing me a bunch of plastic and everything, it costs me just 1 wood to repair it, so it makes it way cheaper to poke Bruce in the face and deal with it that way. Yeah. Yeah, the network error one just means there's a connection between you and Twitch. So it could be Twitch's fault, it could be on your end, could be on some ISP in between the two of them. If everyone gets that at once, then yeah, it's Twitch. Another thing that happens later on is we will start to be able to like grow trees, grow plants on our raft. All of that stuff kind of does help reduce how much manual stuff you do. And that said, it kind of does have the other effect though that you end up spending more time running between the stuff on your raft taking care of it. At least it saves you sitting here just hucking the hook out forever now. Alright, so our hook broke. There's a replacement hook. And later on, we'll also go under the water, fight Bruce, collect stuff off the bottom of the ocean, that kind of thing. We're not there yet. Hi.
Hi. I'm here to give you kisses.
Yeah. Would you want to be stranded on a tiny little raft in the middle of the ocean?
Nope.
Picking up debris and surviving off of it?
Nope. I would get motion sick and I'd be like, there's no way off of this thing. That's pretty much my nightmare. Hello, Darth Strider. Hello, Burning Sun. Hello, Eonek. Eonek. Hello, Sentient Cookie. Shark.
Yeah, I'll poke him in the face with a spear.
Why? That's mean.
Because he'll attack my raft.
Well, yeah, you're poking him in the face with a spear.
He starts it.
Hello, Luxray.
It's Bruce the Shark.
Every shark is named Bruce. Is it named that in the game, or did you guys name it that?
It's actually named Bruce in the game.
Every shark is named Bruce. Hello, Boichi.
For some reason,
Uh-huh.
cooked onions aren't super filling.
I like. Are they sautéed?
I mean, I'm just putting the whole onion on a grill. I don't have a pan or anything. It's more like roast onion.
Yeah, that doesn't. Well, the outer layer where it gets all charred might be nummy. The inside.
Yeah, it's like, I could see using grilled onion with something.
So what are you doing with all this stuff you're catching?
Well, for right now, I'm making my raft bigger.
That's good.
And then these are nets where if the stuff goes underneath the raft, it'll get caught in the net so I don't have to, like, throw my little hook.
Don't get into the shark.
I only stab it in the face defensively.
That's
Except for when I want to go underwater for stuff.
yeah.
But I mean, then it's kind of a mutual thing where it's coming at me and I'm going after it, so it's like...
No poor shark. Ah! Poor shark.
You saw it started
It
it.
attacked you, but still. That shark had a poor game plan.
I mean, I didn't kill it, I was poking, the shark was like, ow,
Aw.
you're so mean.
Yeah. Oh no, she doomed us all. She just yawned. It's.
It's facts.
I did just yawn. But Huffy deserves kisses.
Uh-huh. What's for dinner?
Kisses.
You can't eat those.
Yeah, kisses are dinner.
You still can't eat that.
Kisses.
I mean, it's a perfectly fine and acceptable action, it's just... You can't eat it.
Yummy.
That's like saying eating running.
Yeah, but except I don't want running for dinner. Running's lame. I want kisses. It got dark.
That's nighttime, but I can go to sleep. Blunk.
But the shark might attack while you're asleep.
Oh, we had that right against the edge of the raft earlier. Oh, we woke up and our character's stomach is grumbling and we're walking slow. I didn't mean to eat the raw onion, but that's fine.
I know. Your little thing that... I think it's... Is that supposed to be a chicken leg? A drumstick? Or is that a fish?
It's a chicken, or it's like a chicken leg. Like
Yeah,
drumstick
it's
kind of thing.
blinking at you.
Yeah, it's telling me I got the hungies.
I'm so hungry.
It's because the character was like, "What's for dinner?" And then the non-embodied person around it was like, "Kissies."
Yeah.
And it's like this. I don't. What?
Yep. Sounds right. Kisses are good dinner.
Okay. So I've got this platform out far enough so that if Bruce shows up, he can't just, you know, hit the edge of the raft and break everything. I thought I literally set it to not have a gap in the music ever. I'm pretty sure that's what we set it. Audio. Music. Time between tracks. None. I don't know what you're thinking, game, but sure doesn't sound like there's a none gap between the tracks. It does feel like I'm kind of just floating along in the water in silence. Silence is a track. At first it's like, is it really? Like, you know what? That actually might be a thing. Alright, so we probably want to go ahead and get, I believe, a medium planter box. Probably also getting the point that I'll want a small storage. Because now what I could do is I could plant some watermelon seeds. I did it again. I'm going to do that for the record. I'm going to do that the entire run where I'll go to put potatoes and that on the grill and immediately eat them. Because my brain cannot handle those being the same button. Like, it'll take me a while to, like, get myself off that. Alright, well, if the music's just going to go ahead and take a nap, we're going to go with this. We're going to say music off, our music on. So sorry, people who are going to watch this later on YouTube. Don't blame me. Blame the game for having complete and utter silence. Which, for the record, Raft actually has decent music. It's just, it's taking the day off. It's a Hey. Hey. Got the crappers. Yeah, I'll need to plant a potato when we get another one. Alright. And we can go here. That's right. You want to know what series of mods I'm looking forward to for Skyrim? Sure. Why not? The Beyond Skyrim mods? I have no idea what that is. So we need to make a storage box. So for right now, for the storage box, Alright, so I think the next thing I need to do is we need to get our mast. Because of that I could direct us towards those islands. I already have an axe made. But I believe that requires a decent amount of, this good stuff. Alright, I also need a fishing pole, don't I? I can't remember if you can catch fish without bait or not. I think you can. Care package? What? Basically, I had multiple. Oh, okay. Sorry. So, it's what's inside that matters. I learned how to get a bouquet of roses, it looks like. As realized, I watered it while it was raining, which I feel like I don't need to do. Okay, so let's start looking navigation, the sail. I need 20 palm leaves. I will murder you, bird. Get back here. Fine. Quit whining. You're like, meh, I'm so hungry. Meh, I have to eat 10 times a day to survive. No, don't hurt my raft. You're a big old jerk, Bruce. You're a big old jerky jerk. You know that, Bruce? Bruce knows that he's a jerk. I would fix this, but I don't have anything I can eat right now. Give me something to eat, fish. Apparently didn't do that, right? Please, so hungry. Oh, we did get fish. Okay, get on my grill. I need you to cook faster, fish, alright, buddy? Because the sound of my digestive tracts eating themselves is very upsetting. Oh my god, you take forever, tilapia. I need you to have less problems at the same time, friend. Alright. Can you build a scarecrow yet? Not yet. I mean, yes, but I don't really have the resources to make it work out well for me yet. The good news is as long as I stay on top of it, I shouldn't have to worry. It's when you start getting your raft bigger and you start going inland and that kind of stuff that you have to have the scarecrow or they just trash your place. Because what happens is they, land and start beating the crap out of your plants, and if you don't do something about it, then it just gets ruined. Alright. And how are we doing? We can make our sail. Can't tell which way the wind's blowing because I don't have the streamer yet. Yeah, so now I'll end up turning the boat regularly to deal with that kind of stuff. Okay. Let's turn it really far that way, because looks like there's another raft out there in the distance, and sometimes you can get goods off that. Yeah, as I recall, what I usually end up doing for my rafts is I'll usually have one cross thing of the nets this way, and I'll have another one that goes that way. That way, no matter which direction my boat's moving, I should be able to snag anything that goes underneath it. Yes, another raft way out there. I may not be able to get it because I can't get a good look at the angle we're moving. Yeah, you saw me coming, Bird. You know what was up. You were about to get stabbed. We can make a mug for all that. I also forgot you can make those. So you go for dinner? Oh, if I catch it, I will. Yeah, so it looks like the wind is blowing real hard that way. Yeah, so if I'm gonna go for it, we're not gonna make out there. I used to be able to really be good at just leaping out of the water every time Bruce went for the attack, or, poke him as he rushes in, it'll back him off kind of thing. Yeah, that's too far. It's fine. So we'll turn it that way. Try and get all this debris. Apparently I grabbed that at some point. Not quite. It's when you rush in, you just have to have your aim right and you can catch it as it tries to get away. I got something over there as well. Oh, and later on you'll get motors and all that so that you're not beholden to the direction the raft wants to kind of naturally go. Alright. Cool, so be able to get over there. I might try and go for some clay. I probably won't be able to get much, though. And the reason for that is when it comes to the clay, I have to deal with Bruce and all that, and I'm pretty badly injured. If I can manage to kill Bruce, though, that makes my life much easier, because then Bruce is dead. And he does just keep coming back, but, you know. I can kill him to be gone for a little while. Alright, so let's turn it straight towards there, because I don't have an anchor or anything, I'm not going to bother. Usually what I just do is collide the raft into the land with the sail pointed at it. It gives me enough time to run up top and grab everything for the little islands. The big islands, you need a proper anchor, though. Gives you Bean's head? Yep. Not a very big island, so we won't get much, but we might be able to get like coconuts and that kind of things off of it. Alright, let's turn it against the island. Alright. Got a pineapple, you got a couple trees. Got a watermelon. Looks like that's all we have here, because I don't care about the flowers. Alright, for the moment, we're gonna go ahead and we'll drop the tree seeds in there. Those aren't gonna do us any good. Put these in here as well. Get a second spear ready, because this first one's about to break. Of course, I don't have quite enough for that. That's fine. Wait, you don't want big trees growing on your tiny little raft? Oh, we will. I just don't have the tree planter box. I believe you need... There's no material you need for that. That's what I was afraid of. The spear just didn't have enough durability left into it. So now you better try and fight with the clay on this one. Because if I could make a second spear, I would finish the job, but I can't. Might actually be able to make this work. So wedge it up against the island again. That should hold. Hey, Bruce. There you are. Alright, come on, Bruce. We're not done yet. Oh, Seagull, you son of a... It's fine. I'm not keeping it on. Alright, so we got a little bit here that we can actually collect stuff. The big thing we want is clay. I'm trying to remember what it looks like. That is what I think we're looking for. Oh no, that's metal ore. That's something I also want. Just need to keep an eye on our raft to make sure it stays stuck in case the wind changes. We'll check those here in a second. I remember it's a little hard to tell the difference between sand and clay. I want to say that clay was like a little clumpier. Stones I get pretty reasonably without having to go there from barrels and all that. It's clay and the metal ore that are the ones that are just not super available. Yep. And the world is also centered around your raft, so if you actually get separated from your raft, the islands will just poof out of existence while you're standing on them, if the raft is too far away. Alright, it shouldn't be too much longer until Bruce shows up again. And I'll do that here in just a moment. I want to capitalize on the time that Bruce is gone. Unfortunately, I'm using both hands as, hey, Raft, how are you doing? Alright, that'll do. We got most of the stuff out of here. And you see the seagulls destroyed absolutely everything we had going there in the meantime. I can't cook that on this, can I? I can. Alright, so downside is we're now going the wrong direction because we're going with the wind for my nets to do much of anything at all. Which does happen. But like I said, that's the reason why usually with our nets I'll end up putting one row going one way and one going the other. Just to facilitate that. Alright. I can't remember if this is one of the games that, Alright. I was trying to remember how all that ended up working. Oh, right. It plants... Okay. So put that away. We'll need more storage soon enough. Okay, that's annoying. It's fine. We'll deal with that in a minute. I have to make more storage. But first... You can't research that. Or the wet brick. That's fine. So the way you dry the wet brick is you put it on the ground. And then over time, it becomes not wet brick. Hey. Leave my stuff alone. Hey, Infinity Simplex, how's it going? Alright, so let's make... I don't have scrap. I wasn't anticipating running out of scrap. It's fine. Yeah, there's a raft right out there, but with the wind blowing this way, there's no way for me to reach it. There is, however, another one that way, so I might be able to try and fight the wind to get over far enough. Yes, I probably can't reach that one, but I can probably reach this one. A bit anxious, but same otherwise. Let's see, how are you? How's the stream been? Stream's been good. Sorry to hear that you're anxious, but I do hope whatever's, causing the anxiety and all that eases up so you can, relax and have a good time and all that kind of stuff. Alright, I can probably research sand, can't I? Nope. We'll get you, bird. Alright. We'll be able to jump over and get that thing to happen. Hopefully we'll get some scrap and all that out of it. Yeah, that's the reason I like to get the nets early on, is all those things that I'm pulling in there, even though it's not a lot, like, the speed you pull it isn't that fast, but because it's kind of passive, it does add up real fast to where I'm not having to run around with a hook constantly fishing for stuff. Alright, Strider. Good to hear that you got your ride to the grocery store. Oh, and there's a big island after that. So you got your crate. And that works. I'm deliberately using it to try and turn my raft so I have at least somewhat pointing the right direction. How's the new raft run been going so far? Pretty good. We haven't died yet. We only had 1 or 2 times that food got extremely tenuous to the point of deeply concerning. Oh, we have glass. You can research that. We can make a drinking glass, and we'll be able to make an advanced purifier once I get another piece of glass. The advanced purifier is really good because what it ends up doing is, instead of this one where I have to constantly feed it with the advanced purifier, you just plunk it on the ground, and then it uses evaporation to do stuff. Oh, that's the moon. It's like, what is that round island? Yeah, the moon's a thing. Yeah, it was like right on the horizon before you had like the light. It's just like, what? Like, what is this incredibly unnaturally round island out here? Oh, it's just the moon. Doing moon things. The amount of food your character needs is pretty obnoxious. Okay, dry bick, research. And that means I'll be able to make a forge that I'll be able to refine metals in. Make sure we make it to this island. Do I have enough materials to make a new spear? Because when I fight Bruce again, I'm going to break my spear. And sorted. If you're playing in the highest difficulty, you would have 2 sharks and have to eat basically an elephant every minute, it felt like. Yeah, I don't like when that's the way they escalate difficulty, where it's just like, you know, just keep eating more. You get there's only a couple ways that they can increase difficulty. Where did I get the goo from? I know where you normally get it from, I just don't understand where I got it from this particular time. Alright, that should wedge it in nice and good. Yeah, and that's always one of those things with a lot of games, especially like survival games, that when you go and put them on the higher difficulty, you're like, I guess this tree is just not a thing you gotta worry about. You turn on the higher difficulty and it's just, you spend your whole time just shoveling food in your character's mouth that kind of just ruins all immersion to the game. Some do a better job by just making the resources scarce, but not really upping your hunger rate or whatever. But, you know, you get... Well, that's not what I want to see. Alert? You gonna alert? You gonna alert? Well, regardless, thank you, Pretty Pictures, for the tier 1 sub. You've been subbed to the channel for 8 months, and I really do appreciate the continued support. So thank you for that. Not sure why you got the share button. Okay, so the problem I have is I don't have scrap. Nor do I have a place I could put half of our stuff. Okay, well, I'm trying to just burn some resources real fast. And that is deliberate to put it off. I'm gonna have a line going this way as well. Alright, Alright. Hey, I stabbed you. Alright, come on, Bruce. There you are. Alright, it should be about day time now. Come on, Bruce. I'd like to collect scrap, and I'd like to collect metal, and where did you go? There you are. I was not prepared for both my spears to break. Hey, Bruce, buddy, hey, pal, let's, we can talk about this, alright, friend? Yeah, like, look, I didn't mean it, I didn't mean it, shh. Fine. Oh, you're still gonna get it, Bruce. No, right, I still have a hole there. Hey, hang on, let's not do that. Hey, Bruce, all it's about not meaning I absolutely meant it. Okay. Alright, so let's be quick and get ourselves some scrap metal, get ourselves more clay, get ourselves more actual metal. Just collect everything we can from the bottom of the water while we got a chance, except for stones. Stones are a trap. It's fine. You don't need air that bad. I don't understand why you need to hook to pick up scrap metal from the bottom. I'm just gonna assume it's like wedged in the sand or something like that. And it's just a choice. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the stone is just a generic pickaxe catch-all tool in the game. Okay. Alright, found some copper as well. That's right, use this to get the goo, I believe. Oh, lovely. At some point my inventory space ran out, so I've been just hucking this behind me. Alright. That's part of the reason I needed the scrap, is so I can make more containers for stuff. Alright, time to go. Alright, so first up... And was there a second set of seeds? There was not. Put the palm seeds over there. You can't plant the seaweed. You can't plant the like, you can, just not in the thing I've got here. Guess I'm planting you. That's right. Bird is on the menu. I researched that. Alright, so let's go here and... start drying her clay. Dinner? Yep. Alright, next thing let's make is another box for storage. I do not have any seaweed for that. Look. I don't care how you get out of this corner here, just get out of this corner. So that's a downside of wedging myself in here real good. Yeah, so it's gonna be this way. The downside of wedging myself in there real good is I'm also wedged in here real good. I hope you brought your chewing teeth because eating seagulls like chewing on dried leather that's been baking in the sun for a few days. I had no idea how you'd even know that. I'd assume it's just the same as like any other poultry. Nah, we'll get out of here. It'll take a little work. Old man ate seagull when he was younger? Ah, I see. Alright. Yeah. Okay, we're clearing it. That's how I described the event to you? Gotcha. So I'm trying to do this real fast to force my raft to be facing as best we can. Not gonna be able to like properly orient it, but that's what it is. Alright, let's see if we can't get one last tap to rotate. I'm trying to line up my raft, Bruce. Would you mind? Okay. So we got our drumstick. We'll start the next thing is shark cooking. That's be too short. Yep. We still have a lot of need for materials. All right, we broke our hook. Yeah, so we need glass for that. We're gonna need all these. We have a container, useful for gathering milk, which is what I'm looking for. All right, so when I get vine goop, I can get a bunch of stuff for empty bottles. So next thing is to be working on the forge. Okay. So we're waiting on dry brick is what we're waiting on. I just slightly shy on the clay front for that. I need to get that patched or I'm going to get myself hurt. We got a candlestick as a new thing we can do. Oh, good. We can get a motivational quote board. It's fine. And trying to get to that raft for the materials. I'm at 5 and I need 6. Which is a real big old bummer. Can't research the clams, right? I can. Oh, you make the bird's nest, that's right. I forgot about that. Alright, so you got the smelter waiting on the clay. Alright. Yeah, so right now I'm just hurting for palm leaves. What do I need to be able to make the... Okay, so I need metal bolts to be able to make the tree planter. Because once you can do the tree planting, you can, like, rotate in trees. And it becomes effectively a renewable source for both the wood as well as the palm fronds. All right. Okay, for the moment, drop all of that in there. That is a real weird angle for you to hit. You just straight up gave me hinges. All right. I'll take free hinges. All right, so we'll drop off the stone here because it's a full stack of that. I'm not right for that yet. I'm not right for that yet. I'm not right for that yet. So we'll drop that all off. And we'll drop that off because I need more before I can do anything with that. Cool. Alright, so the wind is blowing this way now. I mean, yeah, I needed the water too, but that's actually not what I was trying to do in that moment. That's on me. That's not in the game. That has trees on it, apparently. I thought that's literally the island we just came from. Did I not go on the island? Did I just literally go directly into the water? Is that what happened? Because I need the palm fronds and the wood. So we see that, well, let's go do it. Alright. All right. I think we'll be able to keep us against the island very long, so I'm gonna have to go up there and just make it happen. Yeah, I think I immediately just dove right into the water and tried to grab stuff. If we get a chance, I might just try and sneak in and take a couple hits to grab some clay real fast. Not even bother fighting Bruce on a real level. Alright, we got that one. The good news, the raft is still here. I do not see any chunks missing from it. That is not smooth at all. Let's not bother planting it. We're about to go in the water. And when that happens, you know, birds are just going to kill everything there. Alright, so we can drop off. We can drop off, let's see, those seeds. We can go here. We can drop off maybe anything at all, literally? No, not really. Can I make another storage box? Probably not. I can. Okay, let's see here. You have ore there, you have hinges here. We don't care about that being stacks of whatever. You're a big old jerk, Bruce. Let's see. Sorry, missing chat in that. So playing Sandrock, there's an interesting bug where the NPC won't activate their wandering script and standing in place. It's my character's birthday game and half the town is just standing outside her house after dropping off a gift. It's a bit creepy but hilarious. Excellent. It's exactly how it should be played. Alright, so drop the seeds here, drop those seeds there, and that gives me a little bit of inventory to work with. It's a shame it's nighttime, or I can't really see. Hey, Longclaw, how's it going? Because I would like to do... Do I have enough to make multiple spears to fight Bruce again? I do not. So my hope is... How many pieces of clay do I need to make a brick? I need 2 pieces of clay and 2 pieces of sand. And I have all the sand I can need for right now, but no clay. Oh, come on. Alright, so it didn't say where I could possibly have clay over there. Wait, that's a palm from. Is that enough? It is. Alright, so we can actually fight Bruce. Just to figure out where he disappeared to. Bruce? Buddy? Oh, you're probably biting my raft right now, aren't you? Okay. He's gonna bite me the moment I'm doing this, but... Joke's on him, I got what I needed. Let's get back to the raft. Alright, did you tear off a piece of my raft? Is that what's happening? Where did you go, Bruce? Alright, so you can go here, wet brick. Now you gotta grab the sand. Drop that off. Stack you. Drop you off. Grab you. Keep that. Let's grab the seeds. Alright, so our net should catch most of this. I still have a need for a lot of palm fronds. And grab our spare bricks here. I want to cook that. Pop over here, the seaweed goes there. Got a bunch of planks. Put the copper in here. Put the sand in here. I'll need those bricks here in a minute anyways. I'm going to murder that seagull. Because the big old jerk. Alright, give me one moment, chat. I gotta deal with my nose. Winter seagull dinner. Yep, and before I forget, let me go ahead and get a shout out for Longclaw here. Shout out Longclaw. Longclaw's an absolutely fantastic content creator. Been playing. I thought I saw you playing RimWorld yesterday. Looks like you got Timberborn on your schedule for tomorrow. But regardless, does play both those games as well as games like Project Zomboid and all that. So if that's your jam, check it out. Go away, Bruce. You will never know love. Because all you do is hurt everyone. Not even the people you hate. You just hurt people. People are all minding their own business. You're like, I'm gonna go bite their stuff. Poor Bruce having such a hard time finding friends. Yeah, it's the whole breaking their stuff as the introduction. Really just not the play. Gonna be real with you, that's just not the play to just, oh, I've met someone new. Let me trash their things. What do you mean you don't like me? I don't understand. Where did I go wrong? All right. I don't think this brick is going to dry particularly well in the rain. I think we have to wait till there sans rain. Alright, so this one, I may not be able to stay at this particular island, because the wind isn't working with me. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. I got a bunch of feathers again? Okay. Yeah, so we're once again stuck on palm prawns is the issue we got going on. That's the reason I did kind of want to be able to get to that island, is those trees would be easy palm prawns, but just kind of unfortunately, that's not how it's working out. All right. Yeah, so I want to get the nets across here as well, because if you have both directions covered, it doesn't matter which way your raft's going, you're gonna hit stuff on the way by. Versus like if I have just the one row here and I can't rotate my raft because I don't have a rudder yet. It just means when I'm going like kind of crosswind like this, it's just not gonna give me what I need. So there's something on the distance over there. It's an island. Alright, so you want to get that. Not a lot of... Oh, go so. Spears to Bruce's head are popping. And over time, I'll make this raft be less cramped. Trying to line this up so we actually go to that. It's much nicer later on when you actually get, like, the paddle engines. Because of the paddle engines, you can be like, I'm going this way. I don't care what way the wind's blowing. We're making it happen. Alright. Smelter. Time for tangible progress. Because with the smelter, which I will put, I guess... not there. I need to get that taken care of. We can place a bunch of planks in there. We got a bunch of iron ore to do. Well, metal ore. Grab one more stone real fast. Okay. He's got an ad for a Diablo-themed special burger at Burger King. Imagine building a smelter on a wooden raft. Yup. Imagine being able to get a smelter, just be able to toss a couple planks in and actually get hot enough to, you know, make like molten iron or whatever. In other words, that's not a thing you're going to realistically do. Pineapple. There was no one over here. Oh, surprisingly, we actually didn't have all our stuff wrecked. I'm not going to bother fighting Bruce right here yet. I've got so much stuff to smelt. Alright. Good news, the toxic smoke cloud was gone today. Nice. You're talking about from the, You were a little low on sand, though, weren't you? Oh, I'm low on sand and clay. I'll have to get that. Just right now, I've got a bunch of stuff just to smelt. That's gonna be my bottleneck in the meantime, so I'm just gonna go ahead and deal with that. Yeah, Canadian wildfires, that's right. Alright, so we got that going. There, now stop falling through in that spot. Alright. Alright, so we can learn to make a proper grill instead of this tiny little thing here. That'll be a good win. So for a grill, I need 2 rope, 2 metal ingots, and then I can make a proper grill, which will help out a great deal. And I can chuck this over the side of my raft and never have to look at it ever again. Grab those hinges, stack you, put you away. Right now, stack those away. With that bolt, I should be able to make the tree stuff. Well, that sucks, Longclaw, having storms from deserts coming over. Okay, so we're starting to get that going. I'm holding a rock. Get that out of here. Move you in the first spot. All right. Okay, so we got our piece of metal. All right, so we've got that done. I'm trying to remember how you pick stuff up. That's not what I want. There's a way... It's saying quote remove. That's our journal. Yeah, why is... So quote remove is throwing my spear. Okay, so I can't have a thing in my hands that I do that. Alright, so... Goodbye. And... Hello. Alright. Yes, that's all the confusion is. I had some in my hand, I'm like, but how do I even... Alright. So, we can't do the purifier yet because I don't have enough stuff made for that. We can't do the shears yet because I don't have anything to shear. The flippers, I got work to do for that to happen. Where? I thought I had everything for the big planter. Bolts. Oh, I didn't research the bolt. I made the bolt, but I didn't research it. That's right. Here. Not exactly what I had in mind, but, you know, we'll go with it. You make a shovel, a better fishing pole, a net launcher, a metal spear, a sweep net, a bow, a better axe, a better hook, a better everything, and a cooking pot. Alright, so I got a whole lot of stuff to make. Okay. And trying to mix progressing my construction and expanding the raft. Alright, so we've got everything there. I'm not gonna worry about the bigger storage boxes quite yet. So the metal hook can be good for just having it last longer. The thing I think I want to build first is under food, this planter, do that. I don't have enough scrap. Alright, well that's lovely, because that means either need to get barrels for more scrap, or we need to, get to another island. I kind of wish there was an... Wait, actually, is there? Okay, that's good. So there is auto stacking. Alright, and we're just continuing to do this. I suspect I'll be burning through my logs at a much faster rate now. I don't see anything in the distance at the moment. Alright, well in that case... I'm not too worried because we've also had tons and tons and tons of wood and all that, and our crates and all that. Alright. And pretty much you go through this phase of just like growing your rafts, getting stuff stable for a little while. And then eventually you find the stuff for building like the antenna and all that to locate specific islands. When you reach that phase of the game, then you start actually going exploring islands and making stuff for doing different tasks on the islands to unlock more tech and all that. Which way is the wind blowing? Still blowing mostly this way, so I'm not going to be able to get that, so we're just going to keep on cruising. Alright, the island way over there on the right, I might be able to make it to. Alright. Okay, so don't need to go quite that steep. Get wrecked, bird.
Thank you Ruingor for subscribing for 10 months. Hi Rual.
Hey, Ronger, thanks for the T1 sub. You've been subbed to the channel for 10 months. Like a long time, I really do appreciate that continued support. It does mean a lot. I hope you're enjoying your advertising free viewing. Good seeing you. Let's drop this, move this, drop this. I'm not going to bother planting the seeds right now, because I'm going to try and go to that island and run on there. And if I leave this without a scarecrow, the birds are going to just demolish it. Yep. I asked Toons what's for dinner, and she hasn't given me an actual answer yet. Like, I'll absolutely help make it happen. But it's her decision, so I'm gonna be stubborn about it and just make her decide. I had to decide on lunch. It's only fair. But thank you for the reminder. Let's grab the 2 seeds out of there, put that there. Put these seeds here. Want some plastic on my person. Alright. We are going that way just very slowly. Because we're kind of going directly sideways to the wind. Still doing fine on planks. What will it take for me to make a metal spear? Oh, I just need one more rope? Yeah, we need to do that. We'll be able to do that once we go on the island and break some of the stuff. We'll be able to make a metal spear. We kill Bruce again. Alright, that should keep us... keeps up against the island. The thing you have to watch for is the wind can change direction sometimes. So you want to make sure you take a peek at the raft every so often just to make sure it's not moving away. To get your anchor, and then when you get your anchor, it's just not a problem anymore. Yep. Or if you don't line it up quite right. Yeah, so it's not going to stay here. All right. Yeah, I don't really want to take my chance without being able to keep the raft there. It's fine. I'm still processing metal and everything, so it's okay. Alright, sorry about that. Do I have Atlas? You mean the game Atlas? I don't think so. Alright. Well, in this case... I was hoping for more seeds, that's fine. Where are potatoes? We'll grab those. Put the beets in here, grab the potatoes, and do this. Oh, that one's for you, Bruce. You can have it. I do see the island over there. Kind of in the same situation where I could go for it, but we will probably won't be able to stop reliably. And I can make the throwaway anchor. I'm just really bad about actually making the throwaway anchor. It's like, but it's a temporary use of materials that I don't get back. I don't want that. Let's go turn because we're not getting as much debris this way. All right. Maybe we go all the way hard left. I'll be able to actually make that happen. All right. And eventually what I'll do is I'll start making an upper floor, and I'll put all my farming stuff up there. And then stuff like my storage and all that down below it. Okay. Yeah, so I'm hoping to take this up against that so I can get more, just all sorts of materials. I'd like to get more clay, more sand, a bunch of that stuff, get a second forge going. Yeah, one more pedal is all or one more palm front is all I should need to get more stuff going there. The sand would be the really big one because with the sand I can get rid of this and use like a like an actual thing where I fill up the top and I get water out the bottom. I may also still need to turn more of that vine into vine goo. Then get a bigger water bottle, but the bigger water bottle is not that useful until you have the the other thing. All right, so. All right, cool. That should hold. Can I harvest those before I run up there? No. What's the scarecrow going to cost me? Let's be quick about this. Scarecrow. I don't have the leaves. That's fine. I need to put up a scarecrow soon. All right. A lot of gathering in your future. That is Raft. I mean, that's true of most survival games as well, is that you end up gathering, like, most of the game is kind of gathering materials. That's a bolt. Alright. Well, okay, we didn't hurt ourselves. Well, that's interesting. Wasn't expecting that to work that way. You know what? Get out of here, beet. Here, I'll eat the beet. That's supposed to be underwater. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't work out. I was about to say, it's like, oh, I get to get free, I couldn't tell if it was sand or clay, but free materials and just grab it on the shore. And it's like, nope, this doesn't work correctly above water. Alright, so we do this. Put those away. Put that away. Go and drop the watermelon in there for right now. Actually, don't drop the watermelon. Keep that. Drop the watermelon seeds. I do already have my metal spear. I don't see Bruce anywhere. Alright, well, it's really dark, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm already well taken care of. So let's go to sleep in our little beddy bed. Okay. And I'm going to, again, not replant those right away, because if I replant them, I'm just going to have the bird tear it up. We got tons of seaweed and all that over there. Right, Bruce. Alright. I was actually kind of hoping you'd break my spear, but I mean, I accept that you didn't. Right now, let's drop those in there. Okay, let's get to work. So we want clay, we want sand, we want metal. Not scrap. Scrap is useful. Oh, and we'll grab vine while we're here, because it doesn't take me any effort. That's stone. That's all stone. Seaweed, seaweed. There's some clay. More clay down here. And sand next to that. All right. Not having much luck in the sand and the clay at this location. Yeah. Actually, not having luck in pretty much any of the materials that I was specifically hoping to get. Man, stone. Granted, I'm getting a lot of vine, which isn't bad news. It's not like I'm not getting anything, it's just I'm not getting what I'm specifically hoping to find. That looks like it's copper. There's some more clay. Bruce should be getting back pretty soon. There's Bruce. So far, he's looming over there by the raft. I don't mind if he takes a chunk or two out of the raft, honestly. Let's see. Let's see, you watch someone with Salphobia play this once. He did pretty well. I think some of the updated items really helped him a lot fight back his fear. Yeah, for those who don't know what that is, that's it's basically a fear of like deep water you can't see a bomb. Alright, looks like Bruce has figured out the point. Alright. Now I don't think it's worth us killing Bruce here again at this spot. We aren't actually fighting that much. So you actually take a towel out of my raft? You didn't. You just kinda hung out for a little bit. Yeah, so it's like deep water, like, is something that's very difficult for him, that kind of thing. So I got a bunch of clay. There we go, so get around it. Yeah, fear of the deep water is not being able to see the bottom. Yep. It's an understandable fear. Because there do be scary things in the bottom of the depths. Alright, let's just go ahead and pop up here to the smelter. I'll just have to do it like this. But keep working on that towards getting ourselves a, more planks. Oh, the other thing I should do is, where was all that? We had a bunch of shark in here. Let's grab you. Because that can actually cook shark at a meaningful speed. You need to start making larger boxes soon. Alright. Stra's more comfortable in the woods as opposed to the ocean or the beach. Yeah. I don't know, I like both. Like, I just don't really have a strong opinion between the two. Do that. Put away the clay for right now. Alright, so that's one inventory space freed up by stabbing at a bird and then breaking that. Can I make enough for another net? How are you doing, by the way? Oh, here we go. Where am I fitting you? I think we're at the point the raft needs to extend. Oh, I just need plastic. I got that. I got that for days. Give me a full stack I'm sitting on. Alright. That way it gets a bit more room for this. Okay. And now with this, I can go here and I can start taking seeds and planting that. All right. Yeah, so now I can do that. I could start going nuts. Let's see. You went out towards the beach after years of not being there, and after I left, I felt very exposed because Strider's in used to the beach. Had to be in the backwoods. Yeah, and I can understand it. Like I can. There's all sorts of reasons for people not being into it. Like it can even be just being out there in the wind and getting sand blown at you and all that. It can be very unpleasant. Alright, so that's that. Next up, I want to start melting sand for glass. Alright. Okay, so you're not gonna have enough for that, so we'll just keep going with this. Alright, we'll just keep expanding the raft for now. The downside about making a raft really big is then when it comes to protecting against Bruce, that's that much more of the raft you have to take the time to build up protection against him. Makes it far more costly as far as the metal resources. Cool. And like I said, what I'm gonna do at some point is I'm gonna build a second floor. I'll put my farm stuff all up on that second floor. and give myself that. Where's the auto turrets? Wrong game. What do the auto turrets defend against? Bruce? Underwater? Me accidentally hucking myself off the side of the raft? Alright, so it does look like there's an island over that way, maybe? Okay. Alright. So we're doing good at this. What I might do is after this island, is I might take a quick break to make my food happen kind of thing, and then we'll get back to it. It also gives me a good time to kind of split up the recording, so it's not, you know, some big 10-hour recording on YouTube, because no one will watch that crap. Let's see, we can't keep it like that. All right. There's no big container on the top. It should be if you jump in the water with wet brick or dry brick in your inventory, it just kind of ruins it, makes it back into wet brick or something. Not really, but there's something about having a bunch of brick on your person and then jumping in there that feels kind of weird. Alright, so let's eat our shark. Alright, so these will get trashed by a bird. I don't think, can I make the scarecrow yet? I don't have enough nails, so I don't have enough scrap metal. Alright, so yeah, before we go in the wire, I think we are going to... First of all, grab a stack of vine. And do that. But I'm going to pause the game here real fast, and I'm going to end the recording.